Oh, happy day, beautiful people. Happy freaking Friday. I am so excited to be at the end of the week. This week wasn't a long week, but I will say it was a rather productive week. So, I was telling you guys in a video the other day, like I'm still trying to get things done around the house, and I feel like I'm doing so much better. Like things are coming together, things are just turning out to be a way better experience around. Like the air feels breathable again. Like it's just coming together. And that to me is like always like a beautiful feeling. Because one thing I realized, or hold on, before we start, it's Yan. Let's talk today. So today I actually want to talk about how I realized that I low-key was a hoarder. And one of the things that I pride myself on is I'm very much a out of sight, out of mind person, right? So when I say that, I mean like, okay, for example, in my house, I have three different closets or whatever, like three different bedrooms, three different closets. And I had even got to the point where I turned one of my bedrooms into a closet, right? So pretty much what I found as I started going through stuff was like, I would start finding stuff and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this forever. I was wondering where this was. It was out of my sight, so it was out of my mind. Like even though like I might have had like one instance where I wondered where it was, it went out of my mind that quick because I wasn't seeing it, right? So same thing with shoes. Like I started finding a pair of the same exact type of shoe. Like I had like 5 pairs of the same exact type of shoe because the other shoes would be out of my sight, so it was out of my mind. Like, but this turned into an accumulation of things. This turned into baby hoarding. And I say baby hoarding because it's not like you go to my house and you walking over stuff. The house is pretty clean. But when it comes to those closets, oh, things are stacked up to the top. Like, that's what I mean by, like, I realized I was a baby hoarder. And honestly, it's like, I knew it, but I did, like, I don't know how that I thought it was a problem. You know what I mean? And that wasn't until I got into a relationship and he started being able to, like, call things out for me. Like, another thing that I did yesterday, y'all, I called, or not called out, I cleaned out my trunk of my car. And so I'm driving a truck today, but my actual car, I cleaned out the trunk of it. And when I tell y'all, like, it just was a breath of fresh air. Like, I had stuff in my trunk. Like, I had like 2 garbage bags of trash that was just sitting in my trunk. And that's actually very ridiculous, right? So basically, I just think that I just kept stuff and stuff in there, just kept stuff and stuff in there. And I would keep boxes and stuff because I'd be like, oh, I might need this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just found myself doing a lot of that. So I pretty much got to the point where I was like, all right, you got to throw this stuff away. Like, you can't keep holding on to this stuff. So I literally broke down the entire trunk, and yeah, and ended up finding, just like I was saying, how I found different pairs of shoes. I found 3 yoga mats, and I was just like, why do I have 3 yoga mats and I have a 4th one in the house? Why? You know what I mean? It was just stuff that just wasn't making any sense, right? So nevertheless, ended up finding all of that and organizing that. And I had towels for days, so I keep like towels in my trunk for like washing the car or for like going to the beach. Like, you got to stay ready. I got a tent in there, I got 2 beach chairs in there. I don't play no games. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready. That's also my mentality. But again, baby hoarding, like, you know what I mean? So but as I've come to like start getting things, organized and moving things around and stuff like that, it really does open up your space a lot more. It makes you feel a lot lighter. It makes you feel a lot like, okay, things are better. Things are more open, So I'll be doing a little bit more of that today. And yeah, like that's one of the things I realized. I don't know if this is the same thing for you as well. But I know that it was the case for me. And it's something that I am now just, working through, right? And it's hard. It's hard giving stuff away. It's hard throwing stuff away. But one thing that my boyfriend said, he was like, if you're going to keep something, you got to give something away. And I was like, dang, man, dang, why? So, but he's right. So I've been trying to live by that. So anyways, that's what I'll be working on today, and just kind of like continuing to go through stuff, get rid of stuff, and just continue to make my way through, because I want the home to be a really nice, open, and not so cluttered space as it is today. So yeah. But that's all that I got for today. I'll be spending more time doing that. I don't know what that looks like again for you. If you have something that you've been holding on to and maybe you need to get rid of, I think it's time that you do it, because ain't nothing to it but to do it and get to it. And that's it for me today. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.